Hi! I wanted to do a video tutorial today about how to make a chevron blanket. And so I found some tutorials on YouTube, and I found one by Claudette Crochets. However, it's for a baby blanket and there's not a lot of details about the video, so I wanted to go ahead and collect a lot of the details myself and pass them on to you. First of all, the yarn being used is paint box yarn. You can get this through a company called Love Crafts. It's the Simply Chunky yarn. Now, the color for this one that I'm going to use is 333, which is also called Marine Blue. I'm also going to use color 306, and it is in Granite Gray. Stormy Gray, number 304. Mustard Yellow, which is 323, and I'm going to put all of this in the description box below, and 300, which is paper white. In Claudette's tutorial, she uses an L hook. She says it's an 8mm, which my M is an 8mm. This crochet is the Odyssey purple from Furls, and this on the back says it recommends a 6mm. So I'm going to go ahead and go with Claudette's recommendation, and I'm going to go ahead and use an L hook. So I'm just starting this and I wanted to share it with you. You will also need a needle to weave in your ends, and I recommend a stitch marker because I always forget what hook I started a project with. So these are the things that I recommend, and a pair of scissors, of course. I'm going to start with the Marine Blue, and I'm going to chain 216. So I'm not even going to center pull this yarn. I'm going to try to come up with a PDF pattern for new subscribers, so I will have that once I actually finish my blanket itself. So the multiple is 27 plus 5. So make a slip stitch. I believe this is a pattern for beginners. I am a beginner. I've been crocheting for less than a year. So I make a slip stitch by wrapping the yarn around my finger twice, taking the front to the back, and just kind of going like that, and making a slip stitch. Okay, so it's on like that. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in a little bit closer. Okay, so 216 to chain, yarn over hook, and pull through. And 1, 2, 3. I will meet you back here when you are done with your 216 stitches, and then add 5 more stitches. Okay. Alright, now that you finish your 221 chains, that's 216 plus 5, now you're ready to do the pattern. So you're going to skip the first chain on the hook, which is really close there, and you go into that second stitch. I'm going to go into the back loops of these stitches, okay, and single crochet. So back loop, insert it into the hook, yarn over, and then pull through 2. Then the pattern says skip the next stitch, so skip this, and now you're going to do 12 single crochets. So you did 2, skipped 1, and you're going to do 12 single crochets. So 1, 2, and you can see her video for this, it's very clear in her video. 3, and meet me back here when you finish 12 single crochets. So I am at the end of the chain, and I have 3 stitches left, so I'm going to skip 1 and then single crochet. So this blanket, one of the things that you can do is to check to make sure before you go any further that you didn't miss any peaks and valleys. So to arrange it, so you're checking to make sure that you have an up and a down before you go on to the next row. And I'm doing that now for the whole thing. I'm not sure how much this is going to measure. I'll measure it once I do a few more rows, and I'll leave everything in the description box. How many skeins of yarn it took me to do this blanket, the measurements. I'll write this out as a PDF, and look for that information updating in the next few months or so, depending on how long it takes. So if you wanted this information, you wanted to get started on your own blanket, Claudette does not use the same blue as I do. She uses a different blue. So you can go to the Love Crafts, let's see, Love Crafts website, and check out the colors that you want to do. Alright, I hope this tutorial helps, and happy crocheting!